Hey there, Chiefs fans! As we kick off 2025, it's the perfect time to check in on the Kansas City Chiefs and see how things are shaping up as we head into the playoffs. The Chiefs are still one of the NFL's most dominant teams, sitting at an impressive 15-1 as we approach Week 18. Exciting times, right? You can practically feel the energy in the air as fans, including yourself, eagerly anticipate what could be another Super Bowl run. But before we get too far ahead of ourselves, let's take a step back and look at what lies ahead, the offseason. We all know the Chiefs have some tough decisions to make with expiring contracts, player performance issues, and the financial challenges posed by a tight salary cap. There are bound to be some shakeups on the roster. Not to mention, Brett Veach and the front office are already strategizing to position the team for another shot at the title. It'll be interesting to see who stays and who might be shown the door as they prepare for the postseason. But first, I have a quick favor to ask. If you enjoy these updates and want to support the channel, please hit that like button. It really helps us keep the content coming. Now, let's discuss some of these key roster decisions. Starting with Nick Bolton, a cornerstone of the Chiefs' defense. Despite dealing with a wrist injury that kept him out for 9 games in 2023, he's bounced back strong this season. With 73 solo tackles, 6 defended passes, 3 sacks, an interception, and a forced fumble, he's been a beast on the field. Pro Football Focus even ranks him highly among the league's linebackers. But here's the catch. Bolton's rookie contract is up, and with only $21.3 million in cap space, the Chiefs face tough decisions about whether they can keep him around. So, Chiefs fans, what do you think? Should the team go all in to retain Nick Bolton, or is it time to free up some cap space for other needs? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. As we continue discussing roster decisions, let's also talk about Justin Watson. You might recall his pivotal moment in Week 17 when he made 2 catches for 60 yards and a game-winning touchdown against the Steelers. What a highlight! Unfortunately, that hasn't been the norm for him this season. He struggled to make a consistent impact on the field, often failing to surpass 30 receiving yards in most games. With the Chiefs looking to revamp their wide receiver core, it seems unlikely that Watson will be back for the 2025 season. If Watson is on his way out, the Chiefs will need to find someone younger and more dynamic to step up, whether through the draft, free agency, or other avenues. Kansas City will be on the hunt for fresh talent to complement Patrick Mahomes and keep that explosive offense rolling. Speaking of changes, let's shift to the backfield. After Isaiah Pacheco's injury early in the season, Sage Killeen had his moment in the spotlight, logging 309 receiving yards and even finding the end zone. However, with Pacheco back and healthy, Killeen's role in the offense has diminished significantly. Plus, Carson Steele is under contract through 2025, which means the Chiefs may be set at running back, unless Killeen makes a big splash in the playoffs. With that said, it seems like his time in Kansas City might be short-lived. What do you think? Should the Chiefs take a gamble on keeping Killeen around, or is it time to explore other options in the offseason? Share your thoughts in the comments. Now, let's talk about the exciting rumors surrounding the Chiefs, particularly one that could bring a big-name player to Kansas City. There are whispers about the possibility of trading for New York Jets wide receiver Garrett Wilson. This guy has been an absolute beast. Despite the Jets' quarterback issues, Wilson has posted incredible numbers in 2023, 97 catches for 1,592 yards and 7 touchdowns. That's no small feat. So why are the Chiefs so interested in Wilson? Let's be direct. Outside of Xavier Worthy, the wide receiver group has been inconsistent this season. Travis Kelce remains an absolute force, but he's not getting any younger. Kansas City needs to think about the future, and Wilson could be the perfect addition to keep the offense elite and give Mahomes another reliable weapon to work with. Now, before we get too excited, it's important to consider what it would take to make a move for Wilson. Acquiring a player of his caliber won't come cheap. The Chiefs would likely need to give up significant draft capital to seal the deal. Additionally, extending Wilson's contract would be a top priority, as he has just 1 year left on his rookie deal. You can bet he'll command top-tier money, potentially making him one of the highest-paid wide receivers in the league. However, with a franchise quarterback like Patrick Mahomes and a coaching staff led by Andy Reid, a move like this could transform the offense for the better. Just picture an attack featuring Wilson, Mahomes, Kelce, and Worthy. That's a nightmare for opposing defenses. But we can't ignore the financial and roster challenges that come with adding someone like Wilson. Trading for him would require a significant financial commitment, which could impact the team's ability to address other roster needs. The Chiefs must ensure they don't sacrifice depth in key areas like the defensive line or secondary to accommodate Wilson's salary. It's going to take some careful planning to ensure that this kind of move doesn't compromise the team's long-term sustainability. What's your stance? Should the Chiefs go all in for Wilson, or do you have concerns about the financial and roster implications? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Now that we've discussed the potential acquisition of Garrett Wilson, let's take a broader look at the future of Kansas City's offense over the next few seasons. The Chiefs have been an offensive powerhouse with Mahomes leading the charge and Kelce acting as the ultimate safety net. However, time doesn't stand still, and we've seen hints that the offensive core could be shifting soon. Kelce, as great as he is, won't be around forever, and the Chiefs are already beginning to think about life after him. That's where a move for Wilson could become even more critical. He could step into a leadership role alongside Mahomes, forming a dynamic duo that outsmarts defenses for years to come. With younger receivers like Xavier Worthy and Rashee Rice showing potential, the team could be set for long-term success. Beyond just the players, this is about the team's overall strategy. Brett Veach and the front office have been strategic in balancing a win-now mentality while planning for the future. They've built a deep and talented roster with the flexibility to make moves when needed. So while trading for Garrett Wilson is certainly a financial risk, it could also be a strategic move that keeps the Chiefs' offense lethal for years to come. What do you think the future holds for the Chiefs' offense? Do you believe adding Wilson would solidify their dominance, or should they focus on other areas for long-term success? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's dive deeper into this conversation.